Someone told me recently that I shouldn't be giving advice on LinkedIn yet because I'm still building, still growing, and still figuring things out. Small following, not enough credibility. Wait until you have made it, and honestly, that note sat with me for a minute. Then I keep posting anyway because what I am about to tell you is something I wish someone had told me on a day one, and it has nothing to do with a follower count. Well, here's the problem with how almost everyone approaches LinkedIn personal branding. They are measuring the wrong thing entirely. They are watching impressions, refreshing notification, and checking if the follower count moved today. And I get it, those numbers feel like in progress. They are visible, they are immediate, they scratch the same itch as a like on Instagram. But none of those numbers will tell you whether your personal brand is actually working. And most people never stop to ask what actually working even means. So let me define it, because once you have a right definition, everything else will become obvious. A personal branding that actually works looks like this. People trust you before even they met you. People refer you without being asked. People feel safe enough to share their real problem with you, not the polished version, the actual problem. And people come back even when they are not ready to buy it because they want to stay close to your thinking. And that is the goal. Not being viral, not being famous, and not having a 10,000 followers by quarter two. Trust at scale over time. And here's the thing about trust, it is built on a completely different way than the attention is built. Attention you can buy, you can hack, you can borrow. Trust you have to earn slowly, one honest post at a time, which means the entire playbook most people are running on LinkedIn is optimized for a wrong outcome. So, what's the right playbook then? Let me walk you through it. Step 1, show up honestly and not perfectly. This is the one that trips the most people up. They spend so long trying to craft the perfect post, the right tone, right structure, the right amount of humble mixed with the right amount of credible, that they never ever post at all, or they post something so polished it sounds like it came from a corporate communication department. Nobody trusts the corporate communication department. The post that builds a real connections are the one that sounds like a real person that had a real thought and wrote it down. The observation you had in a client meeting that surprised you, the thing you tried that didn't work and what you have learned from it, the belief you hold that you know some people will disagree with. Those posts feel real because they are real. The real is the rarest currency on LinkedIn right now. I mean, the messy middle of building something, the uncertainty, the pivots, the days where you are not sure if it is working. That is infinitely more relatable and more valuable to your audience than another post about the time you hit a milestone. Everyone shares a highlight reel. Almost nobody talks about the Tuesday afternoon where they genuinely wonder if they are on a right track. Be that person. That person gets remembered. Step 2, speak to one person and not everyone. Here's a mistake I see constantly. Someone sits down to write a LinkedIn post and they try to make it relevant to every possible reader. Founder and employees, introverts and extroverts, people in tech and people in retail. The result is something so broad it resonates with nobody. And the counterintuitive truth about building an audience is that the more specifically you speak, the more widely you connect. When you write a post for a one person, one specific person going through one specific situation, every other person going through that same situation reads it and think you wrote it for them. That's the magic. Specificity feels personal and journality feels like a press release. Pick your one person, the early stage founder who is scared to start posting because they don't feel credible yet, the mid career professional who is good at job but invisible on LinkedIn, the creator who keeps comparing their chapter 1 to someone else chapter 10. Write to that person every single time. Step 3, give value before you ask for anything and then give it more. The formula that worked on LinkedIn is simple. Most people get it backward. They want to build a trust first and then give value. But trust is the output of giving value, not the prerequisite of it. You build the trust by being useful repeatedly without keeping a score. Share what you know, share what you are learning, and share the frameworks you use. The mistake you made, the resources that change how you think, give it away. Not because you are naive about the business, but because the person who gives the most genuinely useful thinking in any space becomes the person that space thinks the first when they need help. Seth Godin built one of the most trusted personal brand in the world by writing a blog post every single day for over 15 years. Not every post was a masterpiece, but the consistency of showing up and giving something every day without asking for anything back build a level of trust that no ads budget in the world can replicate. Step 4, celebrate others loudly and compete with no one. This one sounds soft, but it's actually strategic. The people who celebrate other builders, amplify other voices, and genuinely root for other people in public, they become the connective tissue of their community. And the communities protect and promote the people who hold them together. You see, competition is a scarcity mindset, and the scarcity makes you small. There is enough attention, enough trust, and enough business for every person who show up with something real to offer. The person who understands that, who celebrates loudly and who competes with no one, becomes someone the entire room wants to seep in. So here's where I want to land this, because the wrong question has been running this entire conversation about personal branding. The question isn't how do I grow my LinkedIn following faster. The followers are lagging indicator. They come after the trust, not before it. The question is, am I showing up in a way that makes one real person feel genuinely seen, helped, or understood today? Because if the answer is yes, consistency over time, the following comes, the referral comes, the opportunities come, and not because you have optimized for them, because you build something real, and real things attract real people. So stop performing and start being honest. You have already won half the battle the moment you do. And for whoever told me that I shouldn't be giving advice yet, I hear you. I am still building, I am still figuring it out, still showing up, and that's exactly why I am the right person to talk about this, because I am in it with you, not above it. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for more such content. See you in the next one.